Ever since I was a child, I've always had this underlying sense that there was something inherently wrong with the world, the way we live as humans. It's like this annoying itch on the back of your head, or maybe even a low-pitched, steady, like consistent ringing noise in the background that seems to get louder and louder as the room gets more silent. I never really felt like everyone else. I didn't feel as though I thought the way that normal people would think. I know that there are many other people out there who are just like me in this regard, but as far as the general population went, I felt as if I could sense something that they couldn't. As I got older, I slowly began to lift the veils of ignorance and distractions from my daily life. I began to, break all the hardwired connections from the establishment to my brain, and began to see things, truths that unnerved me, and I've always been a skeptic, perhaps even a cynic. Um, so my first response to any new information is usually to question its validity. So as I began to hear these things, to see these things, to be educated about these things, these issues, I began to transform the way that I had perceived the world and humanity. I no longer thought that it was unthinkable for the government to allow poison to be put in our food and fluoride to be put in our water. I no longer doubted the intent or reason why. I simply knew that I had to protect myself and the people that I love. Um, the truth is an amazingly beautiful and precious act. It has no bias and it does not confuse you. It's hard to find often amongst the background of irrelevant nonsense and propaganda, but it's out there. And we as people need to seek it out to enhance our lives. So I've been seeking, and I've been skeptical every step of the way. Why should I believe Alex Jones? Why should I trust anyone out there that has anything to say on the internet? Why should I trust these people? So I went and I searched for information to back up these claims. I used logic and common sense to see that everything we were told about 9/11 and other issues were lies. The information's out there. These InfoWarriors on the internet have they've just brought it to light. They fished it out of the ocean of garbage and celebrity gossip and you know sports scores and other nonsense. But and I realized that I should continue to be skeptical. But it became clear to me that the only agenda that these people had, Aaron Russo, Alex Jones, Dylan Avery, Jason Burmis, Luke Rudkowski, the only agenda that these people had was the truth, and the only special interest that was apparent to me was the education of the masses. And if you're like me, and you consider yourself to be, well-rounded and a sensible individual, uh, then you know that the truth will set you free. Because we are living as slaves and serfs and indentured servants to these corporate interests, to these banking cartels that can completely run in every aspect of our lives, to money, to debt, to the new fancy product, to materialism. And we are being fed lies and poison like it was milk and honey, And it's time for you to educate yourself if you haven't already, and if you have, continue to do so, and continue to educate other people out there as well. I will keep fighting, and doing whatever I can to make even the tiniest difference, and you need to as well. I don't know about you, but I'm not okay with perpetual debt, with a mortgage and credit card bills. I'm not okay with interest rates whose sole intention is raping and robbing me blind. I'm not okay with a system like the Federal Reserve, with fractional reserve banking and inflation, and money backed by nothing. I'm not okay with people who we don't get to elect having, the power to rule our lives, to set policy, to pay off politicians. When did this ever become acceptable? It hasn't. It's not acceptable. The problem is that the people out there simply don't know, or not enough people know. And the people that do know need to do a better job of educating these people, the people that don't know, so we can have enough people on our side to actually affect real change. These people out there, they don't know that the very system of money that is meant to facilitate our lives now controls it. They don't know that it was designed this way. They don't know that debt and inflation were built into the system, and that the money cycle, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of recession and booms are, all controlled and manufactured. We need a mass awakening. We need education in this country again. Not only in the classroom, but on TV, as in the media, in every aspect of our lives. We need to encourage and make education cool again. We need to place less emphasis on MTV and musicians and celebrities and Hollywood, and more emphasis on education and making our nation bilingual, and encouraging all different types of new ideas. And we need to seek the truth. We need to know the truth. We need to love the truth, and we need to value the truth. And then we will educate the people. Educating the people on the Federal Reserve, educate people on the system of slavery that affects us all, educate people to the lies of 9/11 and to fluoride being in the drinking water and the dangers of fluoride. Um, Educate people on aspartame being in the diet soda and the gum and these low-calorie foods, and educate people to the dangers of aspartame. Bisphenol A, leaching into water from the plastic water bottles that we use. Educate people to the numbers on the bottom of plastic cups and recyclable water bottles and stuff. That educate people to the information out there regarding issues such as these, and educate your family members and people you care about as to the poisons that they're unknowingly putting into their bodies every single day. Um, Educate people out there, and never stop searching for the truth, because the truth will set you free. This is Timothy Cody signing off.